They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott flushed out right. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 1st downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The Eagles at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Motion left, Smith. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now 2nd and 9.
73.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Go Silver, ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdle and throw.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0.
21. Eagles nothing.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second down, here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And Hurts going to move them around.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun, here's Swift. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, it's Prescott. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
First throw there taken in by Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
It's a gain of 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Prescott now. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 24.
Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking downfield for Pollard. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Go, get out there, get out there. Here we go, going to 54. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 53. 46.
Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, kill. Under. Here we go, 47.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
But defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And the Eagles are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Swift is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Swift again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Chris Watkins from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Switch, today.
Prescott on first down. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And quickly they get to the line.
First down, Cowboys.
First down, Prescott. He's to the 15. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Complete to number 3, Brandon Cooks. First and goal.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Dallas, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us.